He's against the Detroit Tigers. So here's Jose Altuve as we are underway with a first pitch swing and a pop-up. Wind could be a factor today as a shortstop, Paul DeYoung, camps under it and puts it away for the first out. One pitch and one out. Goes down swinging here, and there's again that sweeper the Blummer talked about, picking up another strikeout. Under 500 at 9-17 and 12-24. This one on the ground, past the diving Lenin Sosa, and into left field. So Alex Bregman, after his 16-game hitting streak was snapped, starts a new one here. He's now hit in 17 of his last 18. Bregman's off, 3-2 pitch, grounded up the middle. Tough play for Mendick, long throw, and just in time to get Yiner. Nice play by Danny Mendick. Lenin Sosa is the third baseman, Andrew Benintendi in left, and the bottom three are our old buddy Corey Julks, another old buddy. Dugout, or from the home dugout.
I'm sure he's probably got some words for him too.
He might be chirping at him a little bit during the course of tonight's game as Jeremy Pena makes that play. Wind's potentially a factor. This ball looped and it'll be in a tough spot. Nobody can get there. 1-2 pitch just flared into right field for a base hit in Arizona. Called third strike, 97 right there on the inside corner for out number 2. Fromber picks up his first strikeout.
Going down for 6 to 8 weeks.
Fromber picks up a strikeout of DeYoung here, and that'll be back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning. John down to the count 0-2. And he goes down on 3 pitches. Jonathan Cannon making quick work of John Singleton for the first out of the inning. Mauricio Dubon pops one up. We mentioned the wind. It'll probably knock this ball towards the infield. Coming in a little bit is Tommy Pham, and he continues to come in and makes the play for the second out.
It's crazy.
Victor Caratini, the batter, he'll chop one to second. Has a little top spin and high bounce for Mendick to make the play, and a strong inning for Jonathan Cannon.
Let that subside, wasn't ready to play catch and move on to his throwing program like normal yet. So just needing more time there to get past this issue entirely. And guys, Thursday.
With some issues now with JV going on to that injured list.
Good pitch, 0-2 fastball, or not a fastball, but an 0-2 strike at the top of the zone. Haven't talked about in a long while.
Yeah, we don't have to say those words either.
Right.
We can just kind of leave those alone for the time being.
But yes, 24 games from now, something has to change. The Astros cannot continue. Time to hit. And a sharply hit line drive ground ball on one hop to Paul DeYoung. He hit it well, but he hit it right at the shortstop for out number 1. Here's Trey Cabbage. Cabbage hits the ball fair down the right field line. He's going to take the turn and head to second base. Tommy Pham's throw will not be in time. Trey Cabbage with a stand-up double with 1 out in the third.
Man.
Called the top of the zone. Astros don't like it out of the dugout. This one popped up. Andrew Vaughn, the first baseman, is there. And that'll do it for the Astros in the third inning. Never facing Fromber before. And the only other one in the lineup for the White Sox without facing Fromber.
Athlete. He was moving up the ranks with the Astros. He was playing some third base. Altuve having a conversation with the second base umpire, saying, hey, if you're going to call that on me, you got to call it for our guy too.
That's it. Joe Spot is gone.
Well, let him have it.
That pitch was well within the strike zone. Altuve was saying something, and the second base umpire, Brendan Miller, told him to knock it off. And Joe Espada backing up his player.
Oh, you got to.
That's not a consistent strike zone from the top of the inning to the bottom of the inning. Altuve was upset about that pitch being in Chicago. Wasn't the other one at Wrigley?
Yep.
There's a base hit into left.
That was less emphatic.
Yes. Yeah, he was a little more upset tonight. It's a lot colder then, too.
Yeah, you don't want to be outside too long. Good time to get ejected.
The booth questions presented by Champion Energy that we do every Tuesday. Fromber bounces one in there. Caratini really had not much of a chance to block that pitch. So runners will advance to second and third on a spike pitch by Fromber Valdez. System in place would be 2026, not next year. 3-2 pitch down and in, so Fromber got ahead of Tommy Pham, couldn't put him away. He does hit one at an infielder, and the Astros could turn two. What a barehand pick by Altuve, but not in time. Pena's throw had a little air to it on the flip to Altuve, and that'll score a run on the fielder's choice. Keep your challenge if you're right. This ball towards the middle, hit the mound, and that helps Jeremy Pena turn a double play. That was a fortunate bounce for the Astros. It hit the mound and Karen right to Pena. Bregman pokes this one into center. Coming on, Robert Jr. He'll slide and play it off of bounds. It actually gets by him. Alex Bregman flares one into center and is now 2 for 2 tonight. Up the middle his first time up. He shoots that into right. Here comes Tommy Pham. He'll get there and make the play. Yiner flies out to right for the first out of the inning. Of the season so far here in Chicago. This ball cued the other way. Tough play for Sosa. His off-balance throw just in time to get Singleton. What a play by Sosa. Now Mauricio Dubon will bat. Dubon grounds one to Sosa. This is an easier play for Lenine. His throw in time to get Mauricio. The Astros fail to score in the fourth. Francisco at the end of the season. And Fromber has struck him out twice swinging. Fromber has 4 strikeouts, twice getting DeYoung, one away here in the fourth. 2-0 is hit sharply, stays on the ground for Jeremy Pena, who adjusts nicely and makes the play for the second out. Benintendi goes after the first pitch, sends one to center field. Playable for Jake Myers, who backs up a few steps and puts it away for the final out of the inning. First major league triple. This one right back to the mound on one hop, snagged by Cannon. The right-hander flips it to first. And there's one away here in the fifth. This ball in the air to center field. Luis Robert Jr. to his left. Puts it away for out number 2. Hits this ball into center field. Coming on, Robert Jr. still coming. It's going to fall in there for a hit. Trey Cabbage has 2 of the Astros' 4 hits tonight, and he's a 2-out base runner. There goes Cabbage. The pitch is up and in. The throw's a good one by Corey Lee. He puts it right on the money to get Trey Cabbage for the first time caught stealing as an Astro. Julia's right. You can't just force this guy to get anywhere close to 200 innings. He's never been close to that in his career. Very aggressive swinger, especially early in the count, but 8 straight out of the zone for Fromber. And he got him. Mendick may have left the zone on that full count pitch. Fromber picks up his 5th strikeout, first out of the inning. And second straight time, Pham has walked to load the bases for the White Sox best hitter. Come on the curveball. This one tops slowly towards third. Bregman goes to second for 1. No chance at a double play. For the second straight time, Andrew Vaughn bounces into a fielder's choice with the bases loaded and now makes it a 2-0 game.
He's given up hits in that ball game against San Francisco, not walks.
Line drive caught by Alex Bregman to end the inning. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Cannon picks up another strikeout. He's got 4 now.
Yeah, he's here every step of the way, progressing just slower than they had originally thought he would. Possibly a rehab assignment in his future.
Steal bases, play great defense. So if you're not going to get the full package back, they got to make sure that he's healthy.
It's going to be an easy inning for Jonathan Cannon as Alex Bregman sends one to right. Alex retired for the first time tonight. He's now 2 for 3. Ball grounded down the line. Nice play. Alex Bregman gets up with a strong throw and throws out Paul DeYoung for the first out of the 6th inning. 3 more walks in the 5th. Sosa sends this one to right field. We mentioned the wind is not going to help anything to right tonight, and Trey Cabbage started out by going back to the warning track, and then he came all the way in. On the ground, Altuve's there. Fromber comes back from being down 3-0 to get a ground out from Benintendi, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Valdez. And 4 strikeouts.
Yeah, he's following up a very good start in Seattle, or against Seattle, with a very good start here against the Houston Astros.
John Singleton. And And that's a 4-pitch walk. So the Astros draw their first walk of the night, and it comes on 4 pitches with 1 out in the 7th inning. And hits this ball high in the air to center field. It is playable for Luis Robert Jr. as he makes the catch for out number 2. Caratini's grounded out a couple of times, and he hits one past Andrew Vaughn into right field. John Singleton will go first to third. Astros get their first base runner to third base and have 2 on here with 2 outs in the 7th inning.
Just sneak it past him.
On the ground, Sosa stays with it, gets Caratini on the fielder's choice to end the inning. So the Astros put 2 on for the first time tonight and leave 2.
The architectural boat tours are amazing. But yeah, anytime you can get outside in a city like this, you go ahead and take advantage of it.
Ball sent into left field. Mauricio Dubon takes care of that. So Sheets, choice RBI, both from the same guy, Andrew Vaughn. Now Taylor Scott making quick work of Corey Lee, a 3-pitch strikeout, getting the second out of the inning.
That subculture of T-shirts.
We'll have to continue this conversation next inning, assuming John gets help from Scott, which he does. More on the north side versus south side debate when we come back.
Get your tickets today at astros.com/promotions. TK.
Trey Cabbage going after the first pitch and lines out to right field. So 1 pitch and 1 out. Jonathan Cannon has now gone deeper in this game than any other start
on those teams. And ground ball third for Jose Altuve. It'll be the second out of the inning. But then I discovered the T-shirt subculture. Chicago Bears football game, and then we had a night game where somehow they were able to do that.
Jeremy Pena sends one to left field, playable for Andrew Benintendi. Jonathan Cannon rolling along, 8 innings of shutout baseball, 20 of their last 24. But they have got a great start tonight from the rookie right-hander, Jonathan Cannon. There's a strikeout to start the inning. The right field his first time up. But then when he grounded into a fielder's choice his next 2 times, he drove in the only 2 runs of the game. This time he sends the ball high and deep to right field, right center field. Back goes Myers right in front of the wall. Jake puts it away. Another one in the air. This one to straightaway center field. Jake Myers is there for the final out. 1-2-3 inning for Montero with a couple of...
I think Grifol spoke volumes leaving Cannon in there.
He's never had a complete game in the minor leagues, and obviously this would be his first at the big league level as he picks up a ground out here for 1 out in the 9th. And now it's John Brebbia. This ball hits sharply, backhanded by Paul DeYoung. His throw on the money, and Yainer Diaz retired for the second out of the inning.
You've seen fastball sprinkling in some cutters and changeups.
That's an excuse me base hit down the third base side. And that is going to allow Singleton to reach. Just a little half swing, check swing, and it stayed fair down the third baseline. And now the tying run to the plate. Towards the middle, through for a base hit. The Astros have the tying runs on board with 2 outs here in the 9th inning. Back-to-back base hits, and Pedro Grifol has no choice but to come get his rookie right-hander. The fans. That one's towards first. Gloved by Andrew Vaughn, and the White Sox are going to shut out the Astros in the first game of this 3-game series, 2-0. The White Sox get the final out on a John Brebbia after Jonathan Cannon went 8 2/3 of brilliant baseball. The White Sox best start of the year. So a tough one to start this 3-game series. Lauren Callender and Brian Bogusevic, a kid who grew up here on the south side of Chicago, will have all the analysis of this one. The Astros post-game show presented by Whataburger will be coming up right around the corner.